Griffins Coaches Show. I'm the Sport Information Director Ben Mizera, and I'm joined today by head cross country and track coach Chris Buckler. Coach, how you doing?
Doing good. Yourself?
Good. So let's just jump right into it. Another strong performance out of your teams at the Carl Schindler Invite. Talk a little bit about the success you guys had.
Yeah, I think always you come out that week after the Christmas break, you never know what you're going to get. And I feel like we've got a long way to go. But it was great. We got some relay teams out there and some other people kind of just getting the rust off, going into this true indoor season now after break.
And one of the successes of that invite was the 4x200 relay on both the men's and women's side, who set all-time records. Did you expect such a strong performance out of both the men's and women's teams?
That was kind of our focus going into this, just because we didn't really want to put a lot of open event out there. We really focused on the relays, running the distance medley, the 4x4 and the 4x2, and really kind of see where those pieces can interchange during the year, with kind of going into the season. All right, do we need this person to be the opening leg, this one to be the closer, so forth, and it gave us a really good chance to kind of see where some of those individual talents may lay going into the future.
And kind of following up on that, going into these events, are you, with that performance of the 4x2 and all your types of relays, are you interchanging kind of like what is going to work and what group works, what doesn't, or is this like 4x2 says school record? Are you going to keep that kind of like the way all season?
To be honest, we're already going to probably make some changes to that 4x2 going into the next meet. One of our individuals, Quinn Wilson, who had been in that 4x2, actually strained his hamstring a little bit in the distance medley relay. So I didn't want to take a chance being early in the season, so we kind of pulled him out. We actually had 3 of our distance guys in that 4x2. So I think by pulling one of those distance kids out, adding a sprinter in, I think that time will get tremendously better.
Well, good to hear. So individually, there's a lot of people performing well on the men's and women's side, but on the men's side, let's talk a little bit about Gray Murray. Performed yet again pretty well in the weight throw. What is your outlook on the freshman? What has he shown you so far?
Gray's been a happy excitement to have on our team. He was one of those kids that, in high school, I'm not sure really ever got the coaching that he needed to be successful. He's actually in the shot put already throwing 5 feet farther than he threw in high school, and we already go up in the weight. So that's a big deal there. In the weight throw, I think his outlook for the end of the season is pretty good. We're still kind of just in the learning phase. He's not even get to the point where he's completely understanding where he needs to be, body positions and so forth. So, I think with Coach Madison helping him as well, I think we'll see some tremendous success out of him by the end of the year.
And there's been that success on the women's side. The distance performers are doing well. Mackenzie Daniels, Sierra Moore really turned some heads this past weekend. I know we're only 2 or 3 events in, but what has the women's team shown you thus far?
And that was kind of our thought going into the year, that the women's team would probably be a little bit stronger than the men's, just because of some experience that we had. And I'm really excited where we are right now in the distance and in the sprints. 3 of our kids are multis, so they'll get their first multi here in a couple weeks out. We'll see where they're at. On the throw side, we had a tremendous year last year, and right now we're only 2 meters off as a top 4 where we were last year. We're the first meet of the year. So I think we'll well past where we were there by the end of the season.
So things are progressing already, way past over last year's success so far. So now we're going into another back-to-back. We're going into the John Kraft Invite at Eastern Illinois. You've got back-to-back success in the last 2 meets. So what do you want to see progressing here at the John Kraft Invite?
Yeah, we put this meet in there mainly to take some of our higher-end kids to. We're not taking the full team. We're only taking about half the roster. And everybody will be in individual events. So we're not going to be looking at the relays, so to say, this weekend. Most of the events have a qualifying mark to get into. So those kids kind of know coming in, hey, what do I need to get to have a chance to compete? So we'll have Mackenzie Daniel will be throwing the shot and weight. Sierra Moore will be throwing the shot put. Kayla Sheldon will be running the 60 open and the 200 open. And then we have some other kids running some of the distance events and so forth. So I'm hoping kind of after that first week going into this one, the competition level is going to go up substantially. This last weekend at the Carl Schindler, we had 1 Division I school in Wisconsin, Whitewater. This week we have basically all 4 schools from the state of Illinois, Western, Eastern and Southern, and the University of Tennessee. So it's going to be a great test for our kids, especially those sophomores that have kind of been through this for a year, to see where they're at this point in the season.
Well, fantastic. We're looking forward to another great weekend for both the men's and women's teams. You can follow a full recap of that on FontlineGriffins.com, and please make sure to stay updated on our Facebook, Twitter, and